New Mexico State University committed a billion-dollar betrayal. They took a black woman's tuition money, then forced her to sit in the hallway like a ghost while her white peers sat in the light. Her name was Clara Bell Williams. When she enrolled at what was then the New Mexico College of Agriculture and Mechanic Arts, she wasn't just a student, she was a wife, a mother of 3, and a seasoned educator. But in the eyes of the administration, she was invisible. Because she was a black woman, the professors, the very men she was paying to learn from, refused to let her inside the classrooms. Think about the physical reality of that. According to the NMSU archives, Clara spent 9 years sitting on a wooden stool in the cold quarters. While the white students had desks and heat, Clara sat in the hallway, leaning her head against the doorframe to catch the echoes of the lectures. She took her exams on her lap in the hallway. She conducted her research in the shadows because the library wasn't always a safe place for her. But Clara Bell Williams didn't just endure, she laid a trap for the system. In 1937, at the age of 51, she didn't just graduate. She became the first black person in the history of the university to walk across that stage. But the unfiltered truth is even colder. Even on her graduation day, many of her professors refused to shake her hand. The university took her talent and her money, but they tried to keep her legacy in that hallway. They failed. While Clara was sitting in that hallway, she was teaching her 3 sons, Jasper, James, and Charles, that excellence is the only rebuttal to hate. Yeah, she didn't want them to just get by. She wanted them to own the building. According to records from the American Medical Association, the hallway scholar produced a medical dynasty. All 3 of her sons became prominent medical doctors, moving to Chicago and founding their own clinics, becoming leaders in the National Medical Association. Clara Bell Williams lived to be 108 years old. She lived long enough to see the very institution that humiliated her beg for her forgiveness. In 1980, 43 years after she was forced to graduate in silence, NMSU finally gave her an honorary doctorate. In 2005, they renamed the English building Williams Hall. They even renamed a street for her. But as we uncover this history, we have to look at the renaming for what it really is. Is it justice? Or is it a way for an institution to sanitize a decade of state-sponsored psychological warfare? Clara didn't need their name on a building. She had already built a legacy in the blood of 3 doctors who saved thousands of lives. As the scholar Anna Julia Cooper once said, "Only the black woman can say when and where I enter. The whole race enters with me." When Clara Bell Williams sat in that hallway, she wasn't just taking notes for a degree. She was holding the door open for every black student who would ever walk those floors after her. I want to hear from you in the comments. Is a posthumous apology enough when an institution spent years trying to break a black woman's spirit? Or should universities be forced to pay reparations to the families of the hallway scholars who funded their growth while being denied their dignity? Share this video immediately. The algorithm loves a story about pioneers, but it hates the gritty truth of the hallway. Hit that follow button and join us at Black History Unfiltered. We don't just tell the past,